We have new details now about the 21-year-old Air National Guard member accused of one of the worst military intelligence leaks in American history. Appearing in court in a jumpsuit, he was wearing rosary beads. Jack Teixeira's attorneys tried convincing a judge that he does not pose a risk to national security. He's not a flight risk. Tom Dempsey has the latest now, an update on the case and this newly revealed threat that he allegedly made in an online chat room. Why didn't they? It is so bizarre to me, Tom, that this guy didn't have all these red flags revealed when he interviewed for the job he had with the government.
And believe me, Adrienne, that came up in this court hearing, I believe, yesterday. A lot of people asking questions about just that. But this morning, 21-year-old Massachusetts Air National Guard member Jack Teixeira still awaits a judge's ruling as to whether or not he could be released from his jail cell awaiting trial. His own defense team argues that he has nowhere to flee to and he has no true criminal history. But prosecutors continue to argue that Jack Teixeira continues to be a very big threat to United States national security. And as part of that argument, prosecutors brought up in court documents comments from November of last year where Teixeira spoke about wanting to kill people because it would be, quote, culling the weak-minded. They also brought up how in March of 2018, Teixeira received a suspension when a fellow high school classmate overheard him talking about guns at the school and making racial threats. Prosecutors zeroed in on these photos as well that NewsNation showed viewers on Thursday, showing guns inside of Teixeira's room, as well as tactical gear and shooting targets. Pictures also showed pieces of a laptop, a tablet, and an Xbox that prosecutors say Teixeira tried to destroy as a way to allegedly hide evidence. The legal team even brought up in court how in July of last year, Teixeira used a government computer hundreds of times to look up previous shootings that killed many people, including the tragic Uvalde shooting, before saying how they believed he could further possibly disclose sensitive information if released from jail. But his defense team argued that Teixeira has no access anymore to the classified information, and certain parameters can be set, like not allowing him to go on the internet, saying, quote, the government's allegations offer no support that Mr. Teixeira currently or ever intended any information purportedly to the private social media server to be widely disseminated. Adrienne, you know, something that still remains unknown this morning. What could have driven Teixeira to allegedly disclose these military secrets and these classified information? Also this morning, though, important to note that two commanders in this Massachusetts Air National Guard unit that Teixeira served in remain suspended and without access to the sensitive information. Adrienne?
Well, perhaps he wanted to be famous. He certainly has achieved that goal. Tom, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.